Hello and welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time on my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about the full moon in Aquarius happening on August 22nd, 23rd at 29 degrees of Aquarius. So here with this full moon, we continue the fixed energy because the last new moon was in a fixed sign Leo. And this is the second full moon in Aquarius that we will have in the same season. The last one was back in July at a very early degree of Aquarius. So that was connected to that great conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn, which was the beginning of a new cycle between these two social planets. But this full moon is very different. It's happening at an energetic or critical degree, if you will. So there could be some urgency with the luminaries so close to changing the signs. Perhaps you might have to make some important decisions. Now, in my last full moon video, I told you about the gestation cycle, the lunar cycle that lasts 27 months. And with this full moon being the second full moon in the same sign, and also at such a late degree, I thought I will give you some dates so perhaps you can pin them to some life stories and see whether you can connect this full moon, and perhaps some major events could occur as well for you. So this full moon is connected to the new moon that occurred on the 23rd of February 2020, and the first quarter moon of that lunar cycle was on the 22nd of November 2020. So this full moon is the highlight of this cycle. Now, this full moon is called the blue moon. I don't usually discuss the names of the full moons in my videos, but actually I found it something really interesting about this blue moon, because there are two types of blue moons. There is a blue moon that is a seasonal blue moon, and a blue moon that is a monthly blue moon. So this blue moon is a seasonal blue moon. A seasonal blue moon occurs when there are 4 full moons in one season, because usually there are 3, and the third one will be a blue moon. Now, a monthly blue moon, on the other hand, which we had last year in October, this is when there are 2 full moons in one month, and the second one will be a blue moon. So some interesting facts. But now let's focus on this full moon and see what it brings for us. Right. So first of all, this is a fixed full moon. So fixed energy is usually resistant to change, but also there could be some stubbornness as well. If your birthday is happening at the time of this full moon, then make sure you check out your solar return chart on astro.com. And wherever this full moon will be in your solar return chart, this is the area of life where you might expect some endings, things coming to conclusion in your life in the year to come. This full moon is happening in a fixed sign Aquarius, giving us a possibility to see life and things, relationships from a different perspective. There is a greater focus on group activities, social justice, freedom as well. Aquarius is connected to originality, uniqueness, futuristic, progressive thinking, and the unexpected. With the moon conjunct Jupiter, some of us might be dealing with legal matters, foreign affairs, or higher education. However, since Jupiter is retrograde at this time, things from the past might return, might come back into the surface, especially the ones related to law, higher education, or foreign travel. The modern dispositor of this full moon, Uranus, has just turned retrograde in Taurus a couple of days before this full moon. And Uranus will stay retrograde in Taurus until the beginning of January. So here with this retrograde, you might find yourself redefining your personal values, finding new ways to live in this new reality. And you might even be pushed out of your comfort zone in order to rethink the next step you take in your life. The traditional ruler of this full moon, Saturn, on the other hand, is forming a trine with Venus. And Venus trine Saturn is really wonderful for dealing with long-term commitments, long-term investments. Now, with this anaretic critical degree of the lunation, there could be this inner urgency as well to find solutions to any problems you may have in your personal relationships, love or business partnerships. This is also a great time for being creative, because the Venus trine Saturn increases your productivity. And the final aspect of this full moon I wanted to discuss in this video is Mercury and Mars trine Uranus in Taurus. So here, whatever you will be dealing with at the time of this full moon, because there could be this inner urgency to complete some projects, complete some chapters in order to move forward, make sure you pay attention to detail. And on this note, I would like to wish you a happy full moon. I hope it's a pleasant time for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you and bye for now.